and welcome to Living Life Short Discourses on the Greatest Call channel. Folks, are you in grade or high school, college or post-college education, or no institution at all? Teaching yourself? We do continue to glean the greatest knowledge and narratives from the sages, scientists, prophets, educationists, and poets for the singular purpose, folks, of expanding your consciousness, my consciousness. All men and women, boys and girls, folks, like you do concur, are different. We are all different. We are the least attracted to putting our humanity. We are the least attracted to putting all humankind in one basket. We are all different. No two people see equally the same life, even if they are Siamese twins. Yes, even if they are Siamese, joined together. However, there are always common threads that run through the fabric of any excellent and sustaining system. And that is what we make bare on this channel for your use, that of your children, and whoever is studying now. And let's face it, when do any of us alive stop learning or studying? As life is a continuous, unending learning. We do this on the Greatest Call channel, folks, knowing the knowledge, or knowing this, we cannot not study and get better all the time. Life's purpose is constant expansion, and that happens mostly through learning and getting better. Again, learning and getting better is the only way we could fulfill life's purpose, by constantly expanding our spheres of consciousness, folks. To be successful at studying anything, these laws are inflexibly necessary, without which the main goal of studying will be lost. We then continue with only veneer, surface, and no one wants to lose the most important part of anything, especially when they are strenuously working for them. Especially when they are strenuously working for them. Our applications of these success student secrets can and shall get each person, you, me, each advanced consciousness, their quest to acquire and use knowledge. And in using, do we all expand blissfully. We thereby are not promising A pluses in all levels of education, irrespective of our interest, which would determine the depth of our education No, no. Interest in learning anything shall determine the depth of our dedication to the discipline or program. Again, my interest, your interest in anything, or the learning of anything shall determine the depth of our dedication to that particular discipline. We are not promising A pluses. If that is your vision or goal, we are sorry to disappoint you. Our goal on this channel is for most, if not every soul, to see the truth of their being, of everything. Who you are, I am, who we are, folks, who we are. And we know this, you know, as we do. That is the goal of this channel, the Greatest Call channel. However, what we are about to talk about, one promise we can make, it etched. No successful student can refute that it works. In fact, they wouldn't be leading the world, their industries, have they not used these consciously or unconsciously. As previously articulated, we shall glean the best knowledge and narratives for the singular purpose of expounding your consciousness, my consciousness, folks. Folks, let us all remind ourselves that studying or being a student in this discourse is not only limited to high school, college, professional, cooking, or trade school, or any other institution, but any form of learning, i.e., formal, informal tutoring, whether learned by self or in an institution with a teacher, tutor, facilitator, irrespective of all these. But these are proven steps to learning anything, anytime in our lives. As we talked about, life is continuous, unending series of lessons, not only to be taken in classrooms, for which we are assessed periodically, but almost every daily activity is full of lessons to be learned. Let us do these things more consciously to fully benefit from them. Like a good friend more eloquently put it, be in the now. What the heck is in the now? It simply means to consciously stay conscious. Again, to consciously stay conscious. You know, it looks like a clever play of words, prima facie, at a first glance, but it's not. Most of us thought conscious. Most of us, even though we are conscious, we are living unconsciously. Everything we do is without presence. It's without presence, folks. It's without presence. You see, folks, what gives us the confidence in these laws is that these are practical, they are workable laws. You know, just like any and everything we've touched on this channel, we have fully used these and are very moved to share with the globe, with the planet, the main reason for this channel. These work, folks. These do work if you work them. So let's employ all the laws and come back and let us know. Let us know. Comment and let us know. You know, the good news is, just like gravity, these laws doesn't care if you a Buddhist, even a monk, a Christian heretic, an Islamic Sufi, it doesn't care. You can still practice this successfully, just like the laws of gravity. Anyone, and I mean anyone, whether born in Lagos, Nigeria, London, England, Santa Fe, United States, or Accra, Ghana, or even Rabwa, Pakistan, anyone, anywhere, anytime, can employ this to study almost anything on the planet, on this beautiful home, folks, this beautiful home. And we can promise you the harvest shall worth it. You shall be happy with the harvest. I shall be happy with the harvest. The laws of gravity doesn't change just because you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Hindu, a Buddhist, or an atheist. It's still a global universal, at least on this beautiful planet. Now, let us get to it, folks. The first and most important secret to studying anything successfully anytime in our lives is for us to intend our intention. Intention is everything. Intention. Again, we do not define success in studies, whether in an institution or alone, or even self-taught. In terms of grades, no. You already know how to do that. The real secret to any learning is the details of what we are about to talk about. Now, true learning is to be able to develop from within. The outside source was only a veritable primer. You know, like priming a pump. You start it with whatever you want to prime, whatever you want to pump, mostly water. And then once the pump begins, then you plunge it into the work. Yes, that is what it is. The outside source was only a primer for you to get started, but the rest of your learning has to be developed from within. Just like Ralph Waldo Emerson said, whatever a man can do and do very well, no one can teach him but his or her maker. Again, whatever a man can do and do very well, no one can teach him but his maker. Women included, of course. The man there just means humankind. To develop, nurture the knowledge from within using the outside materials as a primer. And whenever we are developing from within, whenever it reaches that stage, whatever the goal of the study is, shall be successful. To study just for grace, which we had placed so much importance, and for far way too long, an extensive period, studying only for a designated letter like A to F, mostly, is global, is universal. to do that is to glean, to distill, to condensate not even half of the benefit of true learning. Everything we truly learn must become part of us for as long as possible, as long as we want. When we are ready to let go, we can do so willingly. We can do so willingly. But wanting some collective or body of knowledge to be part of you or me and not being able to do so doesn't define true learning. It doesn't. And that is what we mostly see. Even the A or A plus students, very few of them can recollect courses they had just had an A week after studying or a week after taking the test. Can you imagine what that will look like in a year? This same A student will probably get an F, if not worse. We've done that, and we all know that this is a global problem. It is not only an American problem, neither is it European or African problem. It is universal. It is through most educative system on the planet. Now, questions to the educationist. Do we continue this failure-proofing system? Again, do we continue this system which had proven many times to fail? Why are we still sustaining them? Why do we not demolish that edifice of mindless cramming and regurgitating just like parrots? Oh my God. You, me, we are way better than that. We are way better than that. It's a shame that we mostly eviscerate the real purpose of learning to the shell, to the emptiness. How do you, me, how do we feel after the degree, after the MS, the master's degree we have? Do we really feel we know our discipline, or we were just there for grades? And like I said, this is a universal problem. Every college on the planet, every country has this same challenge. If we do not feel that we have truly been trained, or we have truly learned our discipline, why don't we change the approach to learning? Why do we still keep on with a system which is failing? Why? It did serve its purpose. We need to move forward with the next. The next one, we should revise whatever we have and replace with a workable way of knowledge impartation. The word education is a mid-century word origination, meaning to develop from within, like we talked about. Educare, to develop from within, a mid-century Latin originated word. So the first and most important steps towards, whether it's preschool, parents should try to help sculpt the natural, inherent bent of our kids till they can do so themselves. So, whether it is preschool, grade school, high school, college, trade school, or culinary school, wherever school it is to have we should have a certain decided intention. Your intention, folks, my intention, our intention must be set right. Me, you, let us take some time to soul search and write our intention before the beginning of any education, formal or not. Let us set our intention right. So, what's your intention? What's my intention in this school, college we just enrolled? We shall not say to get a good grade, and get a good job afterwards. It's not a good intention. That's what we're saying. That is not what we are saying. Getting great grades in a great job is good. You will be serving humanity in a good way. Or we hope your company or government that you will be working for, that I will be working for, is serving humanity excellently. Most of us did thus, and not all of us are unhappy with that intention. Not everybody who had an intention of getting good grades and getting a great job after school is unhappy. Not everyone. And that is the truth. However, do we really want to go beyond a paycheck? Your consciousness, folks, my consciousness, is it not more than a paycheck? Let this sink in, folks. Let this sink in. Are we not more than paychecks? Just let reassess. Look at our consciousness. Is it here just for paychecks? Let us know. We were made to come into life and serve humanity excellently. The question we should be asking is, were we made rather to come into life and serve as pawns to be used by entrepreneurs and government for their purposes, good or bad? Are we selling this beautiful time-ticking bomb of our speck of consciousness on this beautiful home, on this beautiful spaceship, on this beautiful planet Earth? Are we? So we do truncate, decapitate the most important. We do lose the chunk of the value of the education or training, if it's just for a designated letter A to F, or just for a job and paycheck. It is only when intention is evil, we're against the well-being of humanity, it's only when we do not agree to that intention of job security and paycheck. However, we are just asking, is that where we are settling? Are you settling for that? Am I settling for that? See, folks, every employed person either works for the government or for an entrepreneur, alive or not. The latter, after being big enough, do they call more people to grow bigger by selling pieces of the company through private or public stocks? So it's always two main divisions: to work in or to work for the government or an entrepreneur. alive or not. Now back to intention. What is your intention for the school or the institution we just enrolled? Let us keep on purifying, condensing, distilling, constantly making them better for the fullest service of humanity. If you, me, are going to medical school because of the acclaimed prestige, the paycheck after medical school, it is definitely not a bad intention. It is a good one. It is a good one, of course. Because every soul is worthy at the core, like we talked about on our channel. Every soul is worthy at the core. So to look for it in our profession is just our birthright. It's not bad. However, there are way better, greater intention for which, if tapped into, can and must show itself in you, in me, as a medical doctor. As beautifully sculpted by no less a teacher of greatness in an art or intention is Ludwig van Beethoven. He says, and I quote, "Do not only practice your art, but force your way into its secret, for it and knowledge can raise man into divine." Again, Beethoven said, "Do not only practice your art, but force your way into its secrets, for it and knowledge can raise man, humankind, into divine." Would I not be worthy if something should happen and our medical licenses are revoked? Or because of health reasons, we can't practice any longer? Are we not valuable enough? If and when we win the lottery or get a huge sudden inflow of cash, say from an uncle who surprisingly gave you, me, everything in his will, would you, me, stop administering medical attention or service to humanity? So having a higher, more purified intention is our recommendation for you, for me, all of us folks. Life is an unending lesson for improvement, constant improvement. Through lessons taught in classrooms or the college of life. The other question is, have we ever seen the greatest in any field? What is their motivation? What is the foundation of their drive to the best in their fields for the farthest paycheck? Do they become the best in their fields because they want the farthest paycheck? Maybe for a very few, and that greatness for those few people shall be short-lived. Mostly, they go for eternal glory in serving humanity. The ensnaring monetary compensation is significantly reduced in these people. So let us all stretch our intention. Let us make it better, higher, greater, for that is your birthright, my birthright, our birthright, greatness, and again, greatness. So, successful students, by our definition, is not one or those who are just driven to do great in classrooms by getting good grades. And you can't blame them too much. It's the system. The system made us into automatons, parrots, meaningless crumbers, just only to regurgitate for grace on an A4 sheet. You can't blame them. is the system. However, to go for the greatest intention in any field is to serve humanity better, because humanity always deserves better. You deserve better all the time, just as I do. Just as I do. We started this channel to share the best voice on expanding consciousness for you, for everyone on the planet, as we do think humanity always deserves better. Someday someone or some people somewhere shall do better than us. Life is all about expansion and unending improvement. And when that day happens, we shall be glad for not only those people or that person, but more importantly, we shall be happier. Humanity, our consciousness, our collective consciousness is getting better service. Again, your intention, my intention, folks, before we start studying anything, should never be for great grades or excellent grades, but to be the best in that discipline, to serve humanity better. The good news is, once we have such intention, such near, the rest shall fall in place perfectly. The grace will come even though you care the least. The jobs, the right companies shall chase you even though you may want to build your own. You may decide to build your own. This is the story, the success path of all great students or studies, irrespective of the institution, or it could be self-taught. This has always been the path of all great students or studies. Once the right and purified intention is circled in, the next thing you do, the next thing I do, is to visualize ourselves, is to visualize myself, is for you to visualize yourself 15 minutes upon waking in the morning and 15 minutes before slumber, seeing ourselves doing what we would be doing should we be the best in our fields of discipline. In our fields of discipline, folks, in our fields of discipline. Putting in as many details as possible. As many details as possible. And as we all do know, we have already discussed the employment of effective visualizations used by some of our greatest people on the planet, like Einstein, Nikola Tesla, even our contemporary Steve Jobs. And viewers should go back to our channel and check out the video on that, or click on the left at the end screen after this video, because we shall make it available. We shall put that there. Once again, this was a Living Life short discourses on the Greatest Call channel. And remember, your intention, my intention, before the beginning of anything must be realized. So let us all intend our intention, and greatly should we all aim for the highest degree of intention, and that is serving humanity like never before. You, me, let us aim for greatness. Let us intend for greatness. For our intention shall we materialize eventually. Let us go for greatness, for that is your birthright, just like mine. Thank you for watching and listening as well. God bless you, your family. and the beautiful planet. We shall see you all very soon.